Hey guys, today we're going to be discussing the character of Paegin and Ax'lle's dad and a bit more of their family. So, personal note here, he started as a joke character based off of Varric from Dragon Age. But with that out of the way, onto the video. Varric was a Republic trooper who was assigned to help move Padawans to the temple on Tython. While on Tython, he met a young Jedi Knight who he had a surprisingly flirtatious relationship with. Within a year, they married, ignoring the protests of the Jedi Council. Paegin was born not long after, showing signs of Force sensitivity, while Ax'lle, born a few years later, did not. And despite being able to spend a lot of time together, they had strong familial ties. Varric was even set to become a member of Havoc's squad under Commander Tavis, until his wife was killed. No matter where he searched for help, be it in the council or his own comrades, he was turned away. Furious at the idea that the Republic he and his wife served would do nothing to retrieve the lightsaber that had protected thousands, Varric was given an ultimatum. Hunt for his wife's lightsaber and be dishonorably discharged, or ignore it and become a member of Havoc's squad. He chose to protect his wife's memory, leaving his daughters with his brother, Bartrand, and left to hunt for the Sith that killed her. Armed with only a bowcaster and his faithful act-dog Blanco, Varric set off on a mission he might not return from. Many months later, he was on Hoth, the place where she had died, and the place he was born. Word had spread of a Sith that had murdered a Jedi. Varric found his target. The Sith had the lightsaber he was looking for, but it was already too late. The lightsaber had been bled. A sense of duty now flooded through his veins. He would bring that lightsaber home. A gruesome battle, Varric retrieved the lightsaber, earning himself his signature scar across his face. Latching onto the Sith, Blanco allowed Varric to shoot the lightsaber out of his hand. Without hesitating, the act-dog let go and sprinted for this lightsaber. Turning to Varric, the Sith lunged forward. With the instincts of a trained warrior, he pulled the trigger again. While this only grazed his arm, it was enough to get the Sith to stagger. With a whistle, Varric called an ice tromper out of nowhere and escaped, letting them both live to fight another day. Returning to the Republic, Varric was dishonorably discharged from Republic forces, but he didn't care. His wife's lightsaber would no longer be committing war crimes. He took the crystal from the lightsaber, placing it in a special encasing that would hang around his neck. The hilt of the blade was entrusted to his young daughter, Paegin. Paegin was being pulled away from her family to be trained as a Jedi. Varric spent a lot of time with Ax'lle, reminding her every day that her mother would watch over her through the Force. Through the years, Varric continued to help his daughters as best he could, even going with Ax'lle on a near-suicide mission after Paegin had been captured by the Emperor himself. Varric watches his girls grow up, and eventually meets his two son-in-laws, Corso Riggs and Doc, both of which he's remarkably fond of, and even starts naming his weapons thanks to Corso. His role is much more passive until Shadow of Revan, and here he arrives with his two daughters and watches as Ax'lle berates the Jedi and the entire Order. An old friend of his revealed himself to be a Revanite. This friend, however, turns on the other Revanites rather than fight his friend. During the fight against Revan, Varric proves he's still a more than capable soldier, and despite getting up there in years, he can handle himself just fine against one of the most fearsome Force users in history. After the battle, he comments how he felt his wife, a feeling like she was watching over him, and Ax'lle remarks that she felt it too, but also felt like there was someone else watching over them. Before he leaves with his daughters, Varric chances a quick glance at the Mandalorian Ezrl'el. The painful memory of his wife seems to deter him from making anything more than small talk to her. And he leaves. Varric and Blanco will return. Stay tuned for more in-depth videos. I look forward to sharing these with you all. And unless requested, Varric will probably only return during the Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne sections, in addition to other sections later on. I look forward to sharing with all of you, and have a beautiful day.